Hey guys, it's your boy ojaysam here, and today we're going to be doing a live reaction to the FIFA 21 gameplay trailer. So obviously we had the trailer about a week or so ago. We had well, actually I'm not too sure actually when, but we had a trailer for the the game for the just an overall trailer for FIFA 21, and now we have got the new gameplay trailer coming out in a minute. Basically in under a minute there's going to be a new FIFA trailer coming out. Hopefully there's going to be some good things in it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. I'm hoping for some hopefully for something interesting. That's all I'm hoping for, and that we're not going to be left disappointed. I'm really hoping that's not going to be the case. Hello Javid, how you doing? But yeah, let's do this. The premiere is about to begin in under a minute. It's currently 3:59, sorry. So let's have a look, see how this trailer is going to be. What do you guys want to see? And if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'm just hoping, because this is a gameplay trailer, I'm not really thinking there's going to be that many features apart from gameplay features. I'm assuming anyway. Maybe they might tease a few Ultimate Team aspects like new icons or something like that. However, we have to wait and see. It's almost now. It's almost time though. Let's have a look. Let me just quickly get my watch out. We've got about 20 seconds. 20 seconds until the new trailer is out. I just needed to charge my watch. So let me just quickly put on my watch. And then, yeah, we'll put this thing on full screen. And hopefully, hopefully it'll be all good. It's not 4 o'clock yet. Come on. I'm hoping so as well. I'm hoping for some good things. But it's now 4 o'clock. So it should be here. Right? It should be here. Come on. Shall I refresh? Let me refresh. Let's see. Let me refresh. Okay, there we go. FIFA 21 trailer is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we gotta wait another 2 minutes. You guys can hear the audio fine though, right? You guys can hear the audio fine right though. Hello, Jake, man. How you doing? Let me know if it's too loud or if it's, not loud. But I'm gonna just mute this because this music's trash. But yeah, what are your guys' opinions? What do you guys, who's ready for disappointment? We'll see. I'm gonna be doing more Fortnite streams, yes. I don't know when, but 100%. I'm just hoping for some, as long as they say drop back and all of that's not, but yeah, we're gonna try and dissect as much as possible. I'm just hoping that, I just want the gameplay to be more dynamic in the sense that you can play different styles of FIFA, but be able to achieve the same goal by playing different styles of FIFA. And that's every style of FIFA has its drawbacks and its, advantages. So it's basically making the gameplay more balanced. However, it's a bit more difficult to showcase for me in a gameplay trailer. I think it's quite difficult to showcase that because I think you need people to actually play it for it to actually show whether it's stiff or whatever. That's just my personal opinion. However, we're going to look at this, then we're going to go into the EA website, and hopefully we'll see what it says on there. Hopefully it's nothing similar to what they've already mentioned in the past trailer. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping there's going to be some new things and maybe teasing some icons here and there. That would be pretty cool. And just some new things. I know it's a gameplay trailer, but is that just, I don't know what that entails. Is it just sheer gameplay, but is it also going to count the menus and all of that? Yeah. Hey, 9. Okay, let's go. FIFA 21 trailer. Let's do this. I'm going to up the volume a little bit. Let's see. Let's have a look. Okay, gameplay features.
FIFA 21 rewards you for your creativity and control both on and off the ball.
Oh, that run looks...
Okay. Better scoring opportunities and player-controlled runs.
Okay, I kind of like that, the player-controlled runs. Okay, that shot was a bit bad. Agile dribbling. Okay, let's see.
Last season, dynamic one-on-ones put you in charge of 1v1 battles. In FIFA 21, agile dribbling lets you unleash your creativity to go past the defender.
Okay.
Show off some fast footwork.
Oh damn! Oh, that's gonna be OP. I already know that's gonna be OP.
And use the left stick to get close control over the ball.
Oh,
See how
that's...
Sterling uses his quick feet to
That
take
doesn't
it
look
around the
natural.
defender
It doesn't look
and leads
natural.
off
I don't know about you. It doesn't look natural to me.
Or do it in style
I always
with
think when they
elite
try
skill
and
moves, like the
implement...
bridge dribble and the ball roll fake to explode
Okay, that looks
past
cold.
defenders.
But...
And in defense, counter the oncoming attacker by using your muscle to stop them in their tracks.
Okay, that's good. I like that. Creative runs. Let's see how this works. That's nice.
In past seasons, you rely on the AI to make the right runs off the ball. Now
I like
you've got
this.
more control over your attacker's movement.
That's good. That it adds a bit more dynamism to
Get
it. I like that.
and control your teammates' runs.
How
with
do you do it
directed
though?
Pass and go and directed runs. Watch how a tap on the left
So
bumper
L1.
and a flick of the right stick sends Salah into space before
That's
he
pretty cool.
dispatches the return. Or
I kinda
lock
like
onto
that.
one player to take matters into your
I
own
like
hands.
that. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. Position awareness. Let's see. I'm guessing this is...
Players are always in the right place at the right time. Now they have that same level of positional awareness in FIFA.
Good.
World-class forwards like Sergio Aguero hold their runs to stay onside.
It's good. Okay, I'm all for this at the moment.
To play those incisive through balls. Midfield
That shot was trash.
shut off passing lanes. And defensive giants like Van Dijk block more effectively when they get in the way of shots and crosses.
That's good as well. I'm liking this so far. So, attackers are more intelligent, defenders are as well. Natural... Okay.
FIFA 21 also smooths out those defense v attack free falls.
That looks
when
bad.
the ball goes loose in the box with a refreshed collision system.
Okay. I mean...
Now you'll see less falling over and more natural outcomes when players
Okay, that's
fight to get
good.
first to the ball.
Okay. That Spurs game I'm not the biggest fan of.
And a focus on the fundamentals includes your feedback to unlock creativity in FIFA 21.
Okay.
Switch on new manual headers and send headed shots
Wait,
and
what?
passes exactly where you're aiming. Dispatch the ball into space for your teammate to run onto with
That's
more
gonna be OP.
effective
That's
long
gonna be
through
OP.
balls.
Alright, let's see.
Master those skills? Competitive mode gives you an idea of what it's like to play against the best FIFA players in the world.
Okay.
Giving your opponent better skill moves, dribbling, and
Oh,
all-round
damn, is this
tactical
offline?
awareness, so you can take it beyond legendary.
Oh, raw.
Don't worry if
That's
you
actually
miss
kind of
your
good.
chance.
Gameplay
Have another
rewind.
go at striking it just right with new gameplay rewinds in kickoff mode for a second shot at perfection.
Wait, only on kickoff mode?
That's a quick tour of some of the biggest features come into gameplay in FIFA 21. With
That's
your new
disappointing.
attacking system, smarter positioning,
That's...
better scoring opportunities, and player-controlled runs, you'll be rewarded for flexing your creativity and control in FIFA 21.
Okay.
And there's much
Okay.
more to come in career mode and FIFA Ultimate Team.
Alright. Pre-order. Okay. Now, let's dissect it. Let's dissect this whole thing. Because... Okay, wait. You know what? Let me refresh it so I don't get this stupid music. Okay. Now it's going to show the full... okay, cool. Now, we're going to look back at it.
FIFA 21 rewards you
Okay, I don't
to
care about that.
better score.
Now, the agile dribbling. Yeah, that's what... I'm a bit disappointed. I'm a bit disappointed, Sean. But, okay, wait a minute. So, the dribbling. I like the aspect of dribbling. Okay? The first tick, I'm going to say good dribbling. However, that looks clean. But you look here. That is an actual, like, an actual football game. West Ham, I think, against City. No, is it Spurs? No, it's Spurs. Spurs versus City, sorry. And you see the dribbling here. Let me just go back here. Yeah.
In FIFA 21,
and I know FIFA's not gonna be like realistic, but you see that, yeah. This one looks good, but here, that one, I don't know about you guys, but it just doesn't look natural. I'm just saying, some of this dribbling doesn't look natural. I'm just saying. Like, look at this one from Sterling. It does not look natural. That's the first pet peeve I've got. But if it's going to help me get wins and stuff like that, that's good. That looks clean as hell. That looks clean as hell. That looks clean as hell. It's just the safe dribbling kind of thing. And I like the defending. Let me go back. Sorry about the train, guys. But you can kind of see this. This is kind of good. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm hoping that there's kind of like a risk-reward kind of system with defended. So, you know, if you go a bit too hard, you might give away a foul or whatever. That would be cool. Now, the blocking, I'm hoping that manual defending, if you have better defenders, it will mean that you can defend better, obviously, because sometimes the AI just does everything for you. I'm just hoping that's the case. But let's check. Creative runs. Now, this is the thing I'm most excited for, and I'll give you my reasons why. Now, first of all, in my opinion, runs on FIFA are one of the most frustrating things, because the way especially when you're trying to break down teams that are, you know, people that play really deep, which has been a thing for probably about 2 FIFAs now. You can't, you know, manually make your runs and, you know, think about your own plays. When you want your players to run a certain way, it doesn't work. So this, I think, is a good addition. And the fact,
AI to make the right runs off.
And I think there's somewhat of like a skill. There's more skill to it, which again is a good thing. And it's not something that you have to do. If you're not good enough, the AI will do it by itself. But if you want to perfect it, you can, and you can do it manually, which I think is a good option. You can have the choice of doing it manually and then also doing it by the AI, which again, for me, that bridges the gap between it being an esport and it just being a simulator. That's my opinion. You know, it will. This is the thing though. You know, stick drift will affect it. Of course it will. Like if you play FIFA, stick drift would affect it. But what I'm trying to say is it's just going to make things a bit better, because I think a lot of problems that people have with FIFA being competitive is that, again, you're only controlling 1 or 2 players at a time. And if you've got this, you've got a bit more control over your whole team. So I'm liking this.
Now you've got more control over your
attacker's
movement in the build-up.
So this here, for example, you see, the guy was controlling Vinicius Jr. while also controlling Karim Benzema. And it's going to be a bit jarring to see how it works, but I like it. I like it.
And control your teammates' runs with directed pass and go and directed runs.
It's interesting to see how it works.
And a flick of the right stick
oh, so it's just one flick. Okay, that's not too bad. Because I was thinking, you can't really fully control it, but then again, there's only so many left sticks that you can use. So the nice little flick, I kind of like that.
Or lock onto one player to take matters in.
Oh, I didn't realize that before. So that's a bit mad. I didn't realize that, but you can actually. That's interesting. So you can allow the AI to control on the ball while you control the player off the ball. That's cool. I kind of like that. So you can control off the ball and then get the runs, kind of like when you do with the corners kind of thing. That's cool. And the thing is, you guys, everybody's saying it's broken and everything, but again, it's all skill based. This is the thing. This is the way I'm looking at it. You have to know about football. You can't just... Things for me that are broken is this, you know... for example, dropping back. You don't need a lot of skill because AI defends for you. But this, you need skill. You need to know how to make runs and stuff. And when it's done perfectly, it's done well. I don't think this is a broken because you actually require skill for it. And then again, you're also dependent on the AI. So again, it's a bit of luck, but at the same time, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this so far. Okay, next bit.
Matters into your own hands.
I think it's a good idea. This positional awareness. I'm a big fan of this already, because the amount of times that you'll have, like, for example, for me, 99 Ronaldo, and don't be moving like people are Inzaghi, and you know, I kind of like this. I like this.
Like Sergio Aguero hold their runs to stay onside.
I like that. I really do like that.
Like Kevin De Bruyne find the spaces to
by the way, I'm just saying here, Aguero 100% here just fluffs this shot. Yeah, but this is the thing. The thing is, it's already in the game. But again, if they're fine-tuning things, it's good.
Fabinho shut off passing lanes.
See, I like that. And I think as well, this will maybe put a bit more onus on just good players rather than just pace and certain attributes. I'm hoping, because like this FIFA, if you didn't have a decent pace, decent agility, and decent reactions, I think reactions is going to be huge in this game. By the way, reactions and probably positional and defense, like attacking and defensive awareness, is going to be huge stats. But I'm just saying, I'm hoping that the stats aren't, you know, pinpointed. You know, like if you don't have good stats in this, you know. But anyway,
defensive giants like Van Dijk.
But let's have a look.
More effectively when
I kind of like the defensive, like defensive. That looks good. When it comes to defense, I'm always a bit iffy though. When it comes to defense, I'm always a bit iffy because I don't want it to be where it's too AI, you know, concentrated, if you get what I mean. So it's going to be interesting, you know, as long as I'm just hoping that when we actually get the game, we can strike the right balance. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But slide tackling seems a bit better. That looks smooth. Also, I think there's going to be less 8 goals. From the looks of this, the amount of times that the ricochets and all of that, I'm happy with this so far. Is Volta online? Yes, Volta is online. That it looks a bit smoother. I think the gameplay looks a bit more fine-tuned, and also with added few features, which again is good. No, there is Volta Pro Clubs is there. Yeah, Volta Pro Clubs there is. It's called Volta Squads, I believe. They did it in the last trailer. But this is the thing. Fundamentals of football seems interesting.
Fundamentals includes your feedback to unlock creativity in FIFA 21.
Look, this bit here. You know, I think Jake said you want more aerial stuff. If you see here, bottom left, it mentions manual headers. I don't know what this entails though.
Switch on new manual headers and send headed shots and passes exactly where you're aiming.
Oh, so it adds more aiming. The thing is, regarding gameplay, like regarding the actual graphics wise, I don't think they can do that much, personally. I think FIFA's got a point, or you know, game consoles in general, it's got to a point where there's no return and there's very minimal upgrades you can actually make on graphics. So for me, I'm just looking for a game that looks good but also plays well and has some added features just to make me more you know, more engrossed in the game. That's what I'm trying to say. This looks OP, by the way. I mean, I'm sorry, that's OP. 0 backlift, but okay.
Long through balls. Master those skills.
I like this competitive mode, by the way.
It's like to play against the best FIFA players in the world.
I just hope,
giving your opponent best.
If this is the case, I'm just hoping that the game, because obviously when you play online, everybody has an air of unpredictability, and I'm hoping that EA with this offline, you know, the AI mode, they grab that sense of unpredictability. That's what I'm hoping for.
Skill moves, dribbling,
I'm hoping for
tactical awareness, so you can take.
But we don't know that yet. They might have new camera angles. We don't know yet.
Have another go.
This I'm disappointed in. I'm disappointed with this.
In kickoff mode.
Listen to this. Yeah, nah, I feel what you mean. But this is the listen to this bit. This is the bit I have a problem with. Wait a minute. Let me just listen to this.
Have another go at striking it just right with new gameplay rewinds in kickoff mode for a second shot at perfection.
On kickoff mode. This is my problem. Kickoff mode. Like, bro, who the hell really plays kickoff mode? Why can't we just have it on Ultimate Team and just have it like that? I don't understand it. Can we just not have that? Like, most of us play Foot Champs. Most of us play these different game modes. And sometimes we like to look back on our gameplay and stuff like that. But the problem is, we can't... It's only on kickoff, apparently, according to this. I'm going to see if EA have released any news about it, but...
That's a quick tour of some of the biggest...
How is it too OP? How it's literally the same as somebody recording it and just going back on it. I don't understand how that's OP. How is that OP? Once you finish your game, you look back at your footage. What's OP about that? I don't think... Wait, let me read back.
For a second shot at perfection.
Oh, mad. I've just clocked it. That's a bit mad though, still actually. Oh, right, that's a bit mad. Okay, I thought it was just a replay button just to... That's a bit mad. That's cool. But you can't do that when there's two people playing. That's only single player kickoff, right? Yeah, but the thing, what I wanted to see was, you know, instant replay, but you're able to see the whole instant replay on an online match. That's all I wanted to see. But that's a bit mad though, still. But it's good to practice free kicks and stuff like that, so I guess that's good.
Positioning, better scoring opportunities, and player
control
runs. You'll be rewarded for flexing
it's going to be interesting.
And control
I wonder when the beta's coming out, by the way. I don't have no idea when the beta's coming out. But I like it. Looks good. It looks good. This looks good. Is there any more information? That is the question. That is the question. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's have a look here. Oh, well done, EA. Let's see. Electronic Arts, PlayStation. No, wait. Let's put featured games. Okay, FIFA 21. That's good. Okay, let's just check to see if there's any news from the gameplay thing. New gameplay features, see features. Is it exactly the same thing as what we put before? I'm hoping not. Okay. They've got a bit more on agile dribbling. Pitch notes. Agile dribbling. Oh, they've actually got pitch notes now. Cool. It seems like a long pitch note, by the way. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that. I kind of like it, to be honest. Okay. I think... Are these all the pitch notes? Okay. So, yeah. So, hey FIFA... Wait, there we go. Hey FIFA community, welcome to this year's deep dive into the some of the changes and updates going into FIFA 21. First off, we hope you're all staying safe in what has been a very interesting year for all of us. I think they're talking about coronavirus. And we're wishing you and your families all the best as we navigate through the summer months and into launch. As you will see below, there are multiple features to go through in FIFA 21 based on community feedback. We want to give you all as much context into these changes as possible. Before we dive into specifics, please note that we are not discussing the... Oh. That's why the graphics look so similar. I was thinking. So this must be all PlayStation 4 gameplay, right? None of this is next gen. That's a bit mad. So when are we actually going to see Xbox X and PlayStation 5 gameplay? Just out of curiosity. However, all listed updates in this article will be present in both generations of consoles. Cool, so these are going to be on both PS4 and PS5, Xbox Series X and Xbox One. But I'm assuming they're going to add more features on like later down the line. I'm assuming for the next gen consoles. 14th of August. Now, features. Before we dive in into the features proper, let's touch on the concept you will see mentioned throughout this article, which is player personality. One of our goals is to ensure that world-class players can perform effectively as their real-life counterparts, showcasing the personality of players who are talented in multiple areas and shine brightly in the world's game. To achieve that, we are increasing the number of attributes that are used to decide each action's quality, animation speed, and effectiveness. For example, in the past, a through pass used the short or long passing attribute to determine quality. However, in FIFA 21, a through pass is a mix of short, long passing, vision, and composure attributes. That's just common sense. EA, are you good? Okay, cool. Anyway, let's just EA, why do you not have this before? Anyway, agile dribbling is a brand new way to keep close control of the ball in FIFA 21. Inspired by some of the best dribblers in real life, agile dribbling is intended to give you the ability to move quickly, move the ball from side to side to help dribblers get away from defenders, and to use fast footwork to create space by tricking defenders into overcommitting to tackles, which again is good, breaking ankles and all that. That's what we love to see. One of our biggest goals is to make dribbling a balanced matchup for the jockey mechanic, which is, I like that so far. The intention is to design a dribbling system that's more explosive, agile, and fluid while ensuring it remains similar to what is seen on the real life pitch. Again, I kind of disagree with that. I don't think some of the parts of dribbling looks like what you'd see on a real life pitch. That bit, more so, but some bits no. To perform agile dribbling, hold R1 or RB while moving the left stick, and you will notice that the dribbler moving the ball with rapid and precise touches. Every player in the game can agile dribble. However, the higher a player's dribbling, agility, reaction, and ball control attributes, the quicker, more precise, and better they will be at keeping the ball at their feet. We're also introducing contextual agile dribbling. This mechanic is optional, but is enabled by default. When enabled, it will make your players automatically perform agile dribbles in certain situations. For example, when in a 1v1 situation against an opponent, this mechanic can be turned off. Interesting. Okay, so there's some points where it will just do it automatically. So when he reaches a certain position, maybe on the... Okay, interesting. Wait, I said I'm getting FIFA 21. I just said I don't know when I'm getting it. To achieve a more dynamic dribble, regardless of the technique you are using, we are improved We also improve player agility and animation transitions when performing left stick dribbling and strafe dribbling. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, once we play the game, we will know what is OP and what's not. In FIFA 21, we want to make sure, we want to make sure you have more control over how your attacking AI players move. With creative runs, we've introduced new options to influence how your AI teammates move off the ball, providing more creative ways to break down your opponent's defense. Directed runs, you can take full 360-degree control over the direction of runs of your teammates by flicking the right stick and after triggering a run using the oh wait, what? So you can get 360-degree control by pressing L1 and R1. Okay, so you can call a player short, or ask him to make a run, and then you can with a flick do all of that. And then okay, that's cool. Now next bit. Directed pass and go. Decide where your teammate makes their run after a pass by immediately flicking the right stick into the desired direction. This feature works with any type of pass. Okay, that's cool. So once you make a pass, you flick the right stick and it's all good. That sounds good. Player lock. You can have up to 5 players performing a directed run. What? That's a bit mad though. Still. You can have 5 players just doing runs. That's a little bit mad. Okay. Press both sticks. So oh god, I almost dropped it. So you press both of these at the same time to lock your current player when in attack. When you're locked to a player and pass the ball, the CPU AI will take control of the ball, off the ball. On-ball player, allowing you to move the ball, your off-ball player, and ask for a pass back in a better position. For more control, flip the right stick at any time using the player lock described above. Okay. Yeah, okay. So you can switch and lock onto other players as well. Nah, bro, if you're looking for a counter-attack, it says up to anyway. But if you're on a counter-attack, then maybe you can. You can think about it in a counter-attack, in a 4v5 situation. You want all your players to make a run? Say less. That could be interesting. Again, there's going to be drawbacks to it. If you overcommit, you're going to leave yourself susceptible to a counter-attack. So again, I think that's pretty good. For all of these mechanics, there is a limited time window for you to trigger the direction of the run. In order to prevent... This is what I'm trying to prevent conflicts with skill moves, knock-ons, and player switching. As such, the sooner you can perform the right stick flicking, the better chance you have to successfully pulling it off. Make sure to practice it to get the time and correct. This is what I was saying. When you guys were saying it was OP, there's going to be a margin for error. And I think that's the thing. For it to not be OP, there has to be a margin for error. And from the way they're describing it, it does seem like there is a margin for error. To support this new feature, there's a trainer option that shows the path of the AI run on the pitch, while up to 5 simultaneous runs can be taken at a time. Only 2 players' pass will be displayed on the screen when this option is available. This option will be available by default for everyone and can be disabled in the trainer settings menu. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I'm hoping that you can play different ways of FIFA, but then also achieve different levels of success. And depending on the way you want to play, you can still achieve, like, if you want to play very expansive and attacking football on FIFA, you should be able to do that. But if you want to play more defensively, you should be able to do that as well. I think that's the problem that FIFA's had, that everybody's kind of been shoehorned into playing a certain style of FIFA. And if you don't play that certain style of FIFA, it's going to be at a detriment to yourself. And that's my problem. Yeah, but to defend multiple runs, again, however, if you get the ball back, then you're on the attack. It's way football. If you have your fullback, your midfielders, and the attackers all running into goal, yeah, you could score, but then you can leave yourself in a 2v4 situation or whatever. So again, I kind of like that. In FIFA 21, this is positioning personality. In FIFA 21, we are focusing on adding deeper AI. Deeper AI personality in positioning, both offensively and defensively, to ensure that the player's ability of football's greatest players on the virtual pitch matches up to their real world counterparts. We want players who are tactically aware to have a bigger impact on FIFA. Oh, okay. So play. Okay, interesting. By being in the right place at the right time to shoot, pass, or block the ball. While we made a lot of improvements throughout multiple areas of the AI positioning system, we want to focus our explanation on a few specific behaviors that will showcase the personality and depth of this system. Okay, so basically there is attacking personality and defensive awareness for defensive personality. Cool. Okay, let's go. Now, attacking. Onside, okay. And the specific behaviors below, according to the player's attribute. This means that an attribute of 85 might feel good and have a pronounced effect, but 90 is significantly better and 99 is exponentially superior. Onside and offside runs. Okay, so when positioning is low, Donny's moving like Pipo and Zagi, fam. Look at this. Oh my god, that is awful run there. And then when positioning is high, you can see this behavior will be overridden when using fast build-up tactics and or getting behind play instructions, as the intent of these is to focus more on using speed and breaking down defense. Okay, so if you use what's it called? Player instructions, then they won't perform them as well. Passer readiness runs. Understanding of when the ball possessor is ready to make a pass, so the player can time their run perfectly. High attribute players will show intelligent timing and movement based on where the passer is facing and moving. This behavior will be overridden when using, again, same thing. Decision making time and intelligence. The ability to make faster and accurate decisions on where and when to move. Higher positioning attribute players will decide where to move quicker and smarter. Passing lane analysis, again, I like this. Understanding of spaces to determine where the best next move to receive the pass is, providing more options for passes and teammates. Yeah, Firmino, for example, players like Firmino I think will be good. Karim Benzema will be very good, passing lane analysis and all of that. Open up space, ability to create separation between attackers and defenders when the defense is tight, or to provide more passing options. Happens mostly with diagonal runs when there are available spaces. I like this because, again, if the team's sitting back, players will make different types of runs in order to bypass that. Liking that so far. Now, okay, look. See, look at that. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but look at here. Look at this guy. Look at the guy on the defender. You see he drops back and then angles his run and then goes for the shot, which again is good. Ideal crossing positioning. Understanding of the best open space to beat in the box to beat defenders during dangerous in-play crossing situations. This does not apply to set-piece plays. So crossing might be OP again. Fake runs into box, creating fake forward runs, then pulling back to be available for a cutback pass options. Okay, that looks good. AI forwards are more aware of the lack of passing options and will drop back to the midfield to support teammates. That's where Firmino comes in. That's where Firmino will come in. Players like Firmino and Karim Benzema will come in on this game. Defending now. So run tracking, ability to track a run and anticipate one before it happens. With highly aware defenders doing a much better job at staying with their runners. Cool. Two-man marking. Oh, ability for two high attribute defenders to mark a striker so they have limited space on the counter attack. I kind of like that. I like that. Requires two AI teammate players, each with high defensive awareness attributes. Cool. I think Firmino I think it will just stay at 86 or maybe 87. I'm not too sure. I might do a ratings prediction video. If you guys want to see that, leave a like on the video now, and I will 100% do that. And just with random teams. Now, what was I looking at? Defensive midfielder diligent tracking. The ability to intelligently mark and track runs by attackers without giving up or leaving them open. They will track dangerous attacking opponents even if they are already marked by a teammate due to the scale of the threat. Defensive midfielder cutting passing lanes. Awareness to position themselves better in order to cut off passing lanes and limit the opponent's options. Requires an AI teammate with a high defense in a defensive midfield capacity with a high defensive awareness. Cool. I might do actually. Yeah, I might do that. Active active VS. What does VS mean? Oh, active versus passive. I'm such an idiot. Passive winger behaviors determines how active wingers can get when having to perform defensive duties such as marking, defensive positioning. Okay. So when the winger has to track back, yeah, okay, that's interesting. That's actually an interesting take. I kind of like that. Wait, which one? Yeah, bro, Lewandowski's got to be 91 in my opinion. But fullback cooperation, better awareness of the teammates' fullback's positioning, allowing them to better work together when marking. When one fullback pushes up, the other will cover and become more aware to mark. That's good. I kind of like that. Fullbacks with high defensive awareness are more effective. At defending runs on the far side of the pitch than players with low one. Again, makes perfect sense. Smoother encounters. So we kind of saw this before in the trailer. Better understanding of running paths to prevent players from running into each other. A refined system to enable players to jump over and avoid falling players. It's insane how this is a new feature, but it's actually huge. If a collision does happen, players will adjust their body to avoid head-on collisions and receive a smaller impact. Kind of like De Jong 90, nah, get out of here. Not 90, maybe in 87. What was he in 86 this year? He was in 86, right? Maybe in 88. 88, 89, I'd say. Yeah, to be fair, you got a point there. The intention for the system is for key moments in the match, like battles for possession or net front scrambles, to result in a more lifelike encounters as players strive to get the ball rather than situations where players may have unrealistically fallen over one another trying to get the ball back previously. This is so true. Wait, what? You know what, Sean? You got a point. Footbin always... Yeah, I might do that actually. Yeah. Enhance CPU AI and competitive mode. Wait, how much of this document is... Jesus Christ. We have added a new competitive mode. They kind of mentioned this before. When selecting ultimate... I'm kind of just going to paraphrase. When selecting legendary or ultimate difficulties, there will now be an option to enable this mode for those who seek a new challenge. This will be available to use in any mode where they are playing against CPU AI and where legendary or ultimate difficulty is available as an option. This is a brand new way to play against CPU AI that aims to replicate the play styles of some of the best FIFA Pro players in the world. Okay. Okay, so also as well, you know, you can expect aggressive passes, complex skills, moves, and even change in tactics and mentality if you're leading against them, for example. Also, apparently, the our AI, the AI that we're using is going to be also enhanced as well, which again, I think is a good thing. Wait, look at the video. Oh, this video. Yeah, that's kind of looks smooth, you know. That looks so smooth. That looks so much better. It looks more like a slide tackle. Yeah, you're not wrong there. That looks so much better. Fundamentals of football. Okay, fundamentals of football. Oh, has he just signed for Lille? Mad. I thought he signed a contract, honestly. In FIFA 20, we made the decision to make heading less effective. You're telling me. Resulting in less goals being scored from headers as part of our efforts to promote skill differentiation and the idea that most of the goals that are scored are the direct result of player actions. In FIFA 21, to improve the viability of scoring headers while in keeping the skill gap the same, we are introducing manual heading. To enable this option, a player would set the assisted headers option to off as detailed later in the article. When playing with this option, your headers will not be assisted in any way. With the aim and power used when performing a header, determine the initial target for the header before the header is then potentially impacted by error. We believe that this functionality will allow for more opportunities to use heading to create or convert offensive chances, while sticking to the intention of having most of the goals scored as a result of a direct player action. Interesting. I kind of like this. In addition, to ensure fairness in competitive modes, playing... Oh, okay, that's good. So, So they've also said that manual heading will be mandatory on all foot modes, all pro clubs modes. That's interesting. It says all pro clubs modes. Interesting. And FIFA seasons, FIFA co-op seasons, and FIFA online friendlies. I like that. Defending. Is there any like? Okay. A lot of work went into added player personality for tackling, allowing for the top defenders to stand out and be more accurate when predicting where the ball. Okay. Yeah. So multiple attributes are used to differentiate the effectiveness of players when performing a tackle. For example, when performing a stand tackle, we'll use a combination of standing tackle, defensive awareness, and aggression attributes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You kind of got a point there. I'm not too sure. Seen a bit, Jake, fam. Seen a bit. I don't know how to feel it. You know what? You raise a good point. From the seams of things, it does look like it's okay. Let's read the rest though. Let's see. We also reworked shoulder challenges and seal outs to make them more effective and more realistic. Shoulder challenges have been reworked to create better contact between players and avoid defender overshooting their opponent. Good. Seal outs are when a defender puts himself between the attacker and the ball to take back possession or shepherd the ball out of play. And they have been re-engineered to create better positioning between the player and the opponent. Okay, cool. To perform a shoulder challenge or seal out press. Okay, yeah, we knew that. We are excited to be refreshing blocking in FIFA 21. The team has completely rewritten the blocking system and added it to the controlled tackling technology, creating more reliable and realistic blocks when defending shots and passes. To ensure the contrast between good and the best players, we added player personality via their attributes to make sure the system is balanced. A player's attributes will determine the effectiveness of the block, how far away from the ball a player can block, and how long it takes to start the block animation, how well you can react and transition into a different block animation if something changes, and how long it will take to recover from the block. Again, I think these are just saying better players will be able to block better, essentially. Passing. The goal for this year is to create a more intelligent passing game. The main focus here is to improve the passing system by adding a better understanding of space and opponent's position in order to pass towards the target that makes most sense for the receiver in the situation. Through passing, this system was rebuilt from the ground up to improve possible pass targets, receiver selection, and improve player personality. In addition, new concepts were introduced like pass openness, providing smart passes the ability to open up the pitch by leading the receiver away from the opponent. Okay, pass complexity, new passing trajectories and targets are possible, allowing for killer through balls that will put the receiver in a great scoring opportunity. There is also a new semi-assisted through ball assistance setting that takes consideration your player input angle to decide the target of the pass and give you more control. More on this later in the article. Okay. Crossing. So basically they've again remodeled crossing. There's new types of ones. So you've got whipped crosses inspired by Trent Alexander-Arnold. These fast, dangerous crosses travel through the box and are perfect for a teammate just to put their head in the way. Driven cross, similar to a whip cross. This cross is fast and dangerous but tends to travel at waist height, being ideal for a volley of a shot. And a ground driven cross, an extremely fast cross that travels along the ground. Okay, cool. Updates to the cross assistance setting. Wait a minute. And is similar to how the semi-assisted setting worked in previous FIFA titles. Okay, cool. Semi-assisted, we have updated this setting to bring it more in line with how other semi-assisted settings work, making it more manual with less assistance than other previous titles, but also more rewarding as you have more control and benefit. It seems like semi-assisted is the way though. That sounds good. Yeah, basically. Yeah, this is the thing. But the thing is, some players will have very good stats, but not have very good stats in others. So there'll still be like cheap players that that'll still be good. in my opinion. And also with FUT Champs, it's quite easy to get high rated players. As I said. No, but I kind of like semi-assisted though, because manual could be a bit mad, you know. Manual could be a bit mad. I think some things like manual headers I think is good, but with passes and stuff, the way FIFA can be as it is, but I think with shooting it's good to have some manual elements to it. Adding the pass openness concept as covered in the free passes to okay. Improvements to the targets and trajectories of lobs through and lobbed through passes. Ability to perform last second animation transitions, allowing you to change directions. Okay, that sounds good. For your lob and lobbed passes. Multiple animations that provide quicker and more efficient passing plays. Better trajectories for clearances to avoid teammates. Again, I like that. And your own goal. That sounds good. Animation fluidity. Okay, they're basically just okay, cool. Giving players more control. Bridge and nutmeg skill moves. New ways to beat players and I kind of like that they've needed to do that for a little while. Yeah, I agree with you. I think everything needs to be really more manual apart from passing. I think passing needs to stay semi-automatic. Well, semi-assisted, I should say. But bridge skill R1 and a directional one was L1, R1, and then right stick. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. So the little bridge and then also a nutmeg thing, which I think is pretty good. I think the nutmeg skill needs to be in the game for a little while. Cancel foul advantage. Oh, okay, this sounds good. L2 RT allows the player to ask for a foul instead of keeping advantage of the play. Again, I like that. Instant hard tackles. So you press R1 and circle to perform a hard tackle instantly without having to hold up or power up. That's good. I like that. Set up touch. R1 and the right stick in any direction. Set up. I swear they had this in the last FIFA anyway, but it's 2.0. Keeping the ball. Okay, that's kind of good. So it keeps the ball closer to because the R1 like setup was just unusable. It was not usable whatsoever last FIFA. So the fact that they've kind of updated it and make players, you know, take a closer touch to the ball than a massive gargantuan step, I kind of like that. Improve finesse shots. Oh no. Why would you do this, EA? The curve attribute will now have significantly more influence on finesse over a finesse shots ball's curl. Okay, that's cool. There will also be a focus on player personality for these shots, along with the cleanup and rebalance of all finesse shot animations. Yeah, finesse shots. Oh, cool plays into the box for goal kicks by pressing R1. I kind of like that. Improve super cancel mechanics. Okay. Added a variety to cancel actions, giving you more control. I've wanted this for so long. Okay. This one I've actually wanted for so long. So say, for example, you know when you go and tackle someone and he goes for a shot? I've wanted to, or like, say, for example, you went to do a through ball and then you realize the run wasn't there, so you wanted to cancel it, but then it still does the through ball. It seems like they've done that, which again, I'm very happy with. If that's the case, I am happy with that. So hopefully that's good. So L2, R2, L. Oh my god! So if you want to cancel all of them, you do that. You just do that. You press all these buttons and then that's it. And then if you want to pass or shot cancel, you press L2, R2 and continue dribbling the ball. I'm pretty sure that was in the game anyway. But if you want to do a hard super cancel, that sounds good. A skill moves cancel, you press L2 and R2. Again, that's cool. Another way to cancel a shot or lob is by pressing X to make a fake shot. Cool, that's fine. Okay. Oh, that kind of looks... Wait, so let's have a look quickly. Oh, so that shows the cancellation being put in place. You see there, when he... Okay, so you see when he goes for the shot, you press L2 and he carries on dribbling. Yeah, that's kind of cool. But however, I do think it lowers the... From the looks of things, it does lower the... I think it'll make... From the looks of things, it makes... Okay, that kind of looks cool. Yeah, but I think the animation, I think it's there so that if you do it, the margin for error is a bit lower. I mean, a bit higher, sorry. There's a higher margin for error for the looks of things. More settings. Auto flare passes. If turned on, players will perform flare passes contextually in appropriate situations. If it's off, you can just do it. It won't. They will never perform flare passes unless you press L2. Auto clearances. Okay, so that one's kind of self-explanatory. Wait, auto shots? Oh yeah, that's actually been a thing. Yeah. Bro, I can't do a 198. It's virtually impossible, and I'm not playing FIFA. Player lock. Okay, assisted headers, through ball assistance, contextual agile dribbling. So these are all just the things you can turn on and off. A little look at the menu. Skill move improvements. Okay, reduce the penalty and error for chaining skill moves. Increase the number of complex skill moves that you can... Okay, so you can basically chain... Drag back is not complex, and neither is none of these. None of these skill moves are complex, so why did... Oh, God. Oh, no. So, La Croqueta, drag backs, are they still gonna... Okay, cool. So those are like complex ones. So if you can't... Okay. Okay. So you can do 3 drag backs in a row, essentially. Or 3 La Croquetas in a... Okay. Ball rolls and step overs are going to be OP. Increase the number of normal skill moves. Oh my god. So wait. Stop and turn. Wait, so you can chain up to 6 fake shots. That's a bit mad. Oh no. Okay. Okay, that's kind of good. Added player personality to drag back, making it slower for lower skill move rated players. I like that. So if you've got 2-star skill moves, your drag back is going to be shoddy as hell. Okay, that's kind of good. So, cool. But we don't know yet. We'll see. Technical improvements to create a more reliable skill detection system. Details around some of the changes can be found in the online gameplay responsive section below. Ball distance was made closer. Okay, so Rainbow Flicks on is 1, essentially. Greater leniencies to allow the triggering of, in combination with the right stick and left stick outputs, combined. Okay, so they kind of live in a more margin for error. Okay. All access skill moves. All players can now perform right stick skill moves, but their effectiveness... Oh! That's interesting. I kind of like this. So any player can perform a skill move with the right stick, but their effectiveness is lower. So anybody can really do a rainbow flick, but the rainbow flick will be trash. I kind of like that. So anybody can do the skill move, but if you've got a higher skill move, you'll perform the skill better. I kind of like that. Again, it's giving you more controls and more avenues to go by. I like that. Skill move cancel. Some skill moves can now be cancelled. All fake shots, lane change, free touch roulette, scoop turn. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. New skill moves added. Feint, forward and turn. Drag to hill. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That one's going to be cool. And a ball roll fake turn. Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, literally. There is a feint. Feint, forward and turn. So right, stick, back and back. Cool. General improvements and community-based feedback. We've been running forward-thinking session. Okay, wait. Even despite while being kept physically apart by the ongoing global situation. As a result of this feedback, we are able to identify main priorities for FIFA 21 early on in development, and we are thankful to our players for continuing to provide us support and feedback. We have also introduced to partner with internal teams such as player first operations and core community teams to coordinate new studies to investigate actionable feedback provided by the select players that showcase issues they found in the game. Once again, thank you for all the fans and blah blah blah. Online gameplay. As we have been covering throughout the FIFA 21 cycle online. Gameplay responsiveness has been a key. Okay, that sounds good. To that end, we have been running casual feedback sessions focused in this area with a wide variety of our players, ranging from casual FIFA players to the community. Okay. In many of these situations, we specifically had players to send us videos and examples of situations that they felt were gameplay responsiveness issues, using some of the tools detailed in the previous pitch notes, which they basically had they will have like a controller and they'll kind of show like the input delay and all of that. While investigating these issues sent to us, we found several key themes. However, in most situations, what players associated with online gameplay was not related to online at all, and also happens in online matches. Oh, interesting. They instead were related to elements of gameplay which we worked to improve in FIFA 21. Cool. So skill moves detections. Okay, so they're basically just saying the responsiveness and the detection. Switching improvement. Yes! Improved cases where no right stick switch would happen. For example, yes, they've actually just sorted out player switching. That sounds good. Improved L1. Okay. A general responsiveness, animation, and reduced sensitivity of R2 to prevent unwanted knock-ons. Wrong no actions. Multiple cases where tackles instead of shot, pass, or skill moves in contested situation. Thank you. This is what I was talking about before. If you go in for a tackle and it just ends up going for a shot. I never understood that. Address some situations where your pass or shot input would be dropped and not register. That's happened as well. So that's kind of good. Quality of life improvements. It's actually true. I love this, man. This is absolutely hilarious. Listen to this. Thanks to feedback, we identified a few changes that could be made in gameplay to create a more enjoyable experience for everyone playing FIFA 21. Removal of some celebrations, including and AOK foot celebrations. We are planning to make more changes in this area, so stay tuned. Oh, that's absolutely hilarious. Removal of the walk back cinematic after a goal. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. Reduce the length of goal celebrations. Thank you so much. So people that watch the celebrations, they can't watch it for that long. I'm kind of happy with that. Reduce the waiting time, which all had been set to 30 seconds at launch of FIFA 20. Okay, it's for multiple set pieces. So kickoff is 10 seconds. Throw-in is 12 seconds, goal kick is 15, corner kick and penalty kicks are 15, and 20 for a free kick. So that's kind of good as well. Auto skip animation sequences when the ball goes out of play. For example, when a player goes to fetch a ball for it, or when a goalkeeper. Okay, so you can just auto skip. That's kind of good. So it just auto skips. We worked logic to improve detection of when the half end. Okay, that's kind of good as well. So you've seen the clips when the thing goes on for like 10 minutes. No collision with hands. Outfield players and forearms are now PMable and should not collide with the ball, preventing handball situations from preventing. When we say PMable, we mean that the ball visually and physically will pass through the player's arm. Interesting. So you can't score with your hand no matter what. So again, it takes away the realism, but at the same time, it makes it much more enjoyable. So if it goes through the hand, like this arm will basically be see-through. You won't be able to go through it. So that's kind of good. They're going to release more information about foot, by the way. Quick tactics team press timer. We saw feedback around the players being able to waste time in sometimes unrealistic ways, and that it was difficult for the defending team to try and get the ball back in these situations. To address this, we have revamped the quick team press quick tactic to no longer result in constant pressure, constant defensive tactics. It now triggers a temporary auto press. Sorry about the train, guys. Auto press on demand and with a cooldown timer that prevents it from being overused. No, I don't think they should. They shouldn't add on handball online, because I remember when, like, if you've played FIFA with that handball option online, the thing is, it's quite difficult for EA to, if they had the handball option, it would literally be, they would program it. If it hits your hand, it's it's a penalty, it's a free kick, it's whatever. But however, we know in football that's not the case. There's unintentional handballs, there's handballs, you've got to look at the skeleton and all of that. So I just think it would just be more work. So if you just take it out, it would just be easier. That's just my opinion. Manual switch to offside trap player. Allow manual switch into a player that is in an performing an offside trap. Okay, cool. Ground pass assistance. Changes to minimize the avoidance of an opponent's player when making an assisted ground pass, specifically in situations where the pass, due to avoiding the defender, would end up going behind the run-in. Okay, cool. No, it's not. Yeah, exactly. I know. But the thing is, if they just take away the ability to use your hand, I think that's good. Jockey, acceleration and deceleration. Players with a lower defensive awareness have a reduced jockey effectiveness in order to encourage jockeying with actual defenders as opposed to forward players. Cool. Could goalkeepers save consistency? Improve multiple goalkeeper behaviors, including when to punch versus when to catch the ball more. Consistency on reflex saves. Situations where the goalkeeper decides between rushing out, clearing the ball. Okay, goalkeeper's supposed to be good. Goalkeeper positioning's apparently better. Throwing positioning. Okay, that sounds good. And chip shots accuracy. Improve chip shots. Targeting system to improve consistency and accuracy of these shots. General improvements. FIFA attributes. This. When turned on, the increase in relevant attributes makes it feel... Okay, how is this working? So certain players will have certain attributes. Okay, interesting. I don't know how that's going to work though. So, oh, okay, so each player has an increase in that. Rewind, kickoff only. Okay, so this is just about... Besides, there are some limitations as you are unable to rewind from the following situation. Cannot go back to a previous half or after. Okay, that makes sense. Cannot rewind to a certain event like injuries. Okay, makes sense again. The system does its best to recreate the play, but there will be in some points, in the middle of animation, for example, that will prevent you from getting in the exact requested starting point that you're trying to replay. In these situations, the system will go back to... Okay, that makes sense again. New goalkeeper antics on penalty kicks. Again, I like that. Hundreds of new animations to refresh and polish multiple areas. Turn off the trainer as default for all difficulties except beginner. New rules, settings to call handball for goalkeepers when handling... Okay, cool. Turn off timed finishing mechanic for beginner through professional difficulties. Okay, that sounds good. Multiple new celebrations, including field goal wipe and so. Oh, next to ad boards. That sounds cool. Player signature celebrations as for Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Steven Bergwijn, and more to come. Okay, so that is it. That is the FIFA 21 gameplay review. It's looking interesting. I'm quite excited for it. But yeah, that sounds all good news to me, in my opinion. But I'm gonna leave it on that note. If you guys did like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. You guys have seen 2 live streams today, so count yourself lucky. But yeah, as I said, if you did like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also subscribe if you guys are new to the channel as well. I'll be doing these things quite often. But yeah, it is the end of the video. It's your boy ojaysam here. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And yeah, it's your boy ojaysam here. And I hope you guys have a very nice day. See ya.